also have some rain to deal with in a couple of areas, especially up to the north and east. A lesser opportunity towards southeastern KELOLAND. We'll call it an isolated shower or thunderstorm here and there. Otherwise, we'll have highs in the 70s the farther north of Highway 14 you go. Warmer to the south of I-90 especially. Lows will be in the 50s the farther north you go. Still around 60 near and south of the interstate, but everybody eventually gets in on cooler and more comfortable conditions. The rain, though, that's a different story. We'll talk about that coming up. Midday in KELOLAND starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. Midday in KELOLAND.
The Catfish Bay water ski jump team prepares for nationals after securing a win. And this past weekend was filled with gold medals and world records for the USA team in the Olympics. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Tom Hansen. A major multi-state meth ring has now been busted. Anthony Tibbetts was sentenced last Friday to 5 years in federal prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. The 40-year-old from Pine Ridge was convicted of conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance. This comes from Tibbetts' involvement in a large-scale meth distribution operation in Rapid City and the Pine Ridge Reservation. Tibbetts, along with others on the Pine Ridge Reservation, would receive meth from Colorado, then hide it in their homes and distribute it. Several others were sentenced earlier this summer. A Virginia man is headed to federal prison for convincing a 7-year-old Rapid City girl to send him dozens of nude pictures and videos. A judge sentenced 26-year-old Tyler Grimes to 10 years behind bars, followed by 5 years of supervision. The young girl met Grimes through an app. She used an iPad and her father's email address to communicate with him. When her father discovered the messages in 2022, he contacted law enforcement. Turning now to a first look at your midday forecast with meteorologist Adam Rutz, and you can feel a little bit of that humidity in the air. Not quite as bad as yesterday, though.
Yeah, yesterday was just outright uncomfortable, even though we had temperatures mainly in the 70s for portions of eastern and southeastern KELOLAND especially. But today, it's a bit better. It's a step in the right direction, but we're not done with the rain yet for a couple of you. There is live Doppler radar, and you can see those showers and thunderstorms, especially up to the northeast. We have a couple moving through Aberdeen right now, and just to the west and southwest. Sisseton getting in on a lot of rain right now, and a couple of thunderstorms moving through Marshall and Day counties. Meanwhile, though, to the southeast, a couple of isolated showers, but they're pretty light in nature, and we're not going to really expect too much of anything as we head through the rest of the afternoon. This does eventually wind down, but the rain chances, though, they're going to be sticking around for a little bit. There's Lake Madison, 75 degrees, a southeast wind at 10 miles per hour right now along the waters there. Not a bad afternoon, but still, we could use a little more sunshine. We're starting to get that a bit there, and even downtown for that matter. It's trying, but that cloud cover is going to be a little on the stubborn side. 82 at the airport this afternoon with a southeast wind at 10 miles per hour, and you can see where those temperatures are really struggling to warm up right now. We're still at 67 in Pierre, Mulbridge, and Faith. Compare that to 86, though, in Mitchell, 83 for Chamberlain, 87 down in Yankton, 77, though, in Winter, and 78 for Phillip, as well as Rapid City. We do have our area of low pressure basically centered over Huron. You can see where all of those arrows are kind of converging in that counterclockwise motion. Again, that's going to gradually get on out of here and give way to a predominantly more northerly breeze across the board, which will make things more comfortable, which is certainly something that we could very much use across KELOLAND, considering we have been dealing with a lot of humidity as of late. One of those areas actually just got in on some rain. That's Mulbridge. They're also sitting, like I said, at 67 degrees, and they're really not going to be warming up all that much from there as we go through the rest of your day. We'll see temperatures, though, to the south warm up as we stay mainly dry, 80s, some 90s, not out of the question from Wagner to Orange City as you cross over into northwestern Iowa. But as you go to the northeast, more cloud cover, better chances for rain. Temperatures take a hit as a result. 70s with a few upper 60s towards Sisseton, even Huron trying to straddle that line of 80 degrees. They get a bit of everything out west. Upper 60s toward Mulbridge, near 90 toward Hot Springs, and you kind of split the difference in between. But everybody gets in on cooler temperatures like I mentioned earlier as we head later into the week. We'll talk about that coming up in your 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Adam. The Catfish Bay water ski team secured its third straight Midwest Regional Championship late last month, and the jump team is now preparing for the Nationals. Catfish Bay earned the title in Aberdeen after finishing first in jump, pyramid, towboat, and pickup boat. The owner of the popular water ski park in Sioux Falls says it takes more than 3 guys on skis to win an event like jump.
It's almost a dozen people. I mean, you got your jumpers, you got your boat driver, you got your boat rider. We actually have a safety crew out there. We have an announcer for this, this team jump event, and so it's a team effort, 100%.
They are fun to watch. The jump team will now compete in the national championships beginning this Friday in Warsaw, Indiana. Catfish Bay will send off the team with a special performance this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Well, the times, they are a-changin' for this familiar venue at South Dakota State University. Frost Arena is becoming First Bank and Trust Arena.
What we'll do this fall is September 27th, we're actually going to have an open house. And so we're going to be able to invite any Jackrabbit fans that want to come in, get a little peek behind the scenes. Our student athletes are going to be in the team rooms and helping give tours.
KELOLAND's Dan Santella brings us a closer look at the renovations in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. Well, there's a lot of good news for Team USA at the Paris Olympics, including a triumph in the women's 400-meter medley relay. Kristen Faulkner also won gold in the women's road cycling after only making the team as a replacement. She almost didn't make the team. Think of that. She is the first American to win that race in 40 years. Another American won his race by almost literally a nose. Jamie Yuccas has the highlights in Paris.
It was a true photo finish as 27-year-old Noah Lyles sprinted the 100-meter and leaned across the finish line, winning the gold medal by 5 thousandths of a second. This is the first step in Lyles' quest to bring 4 gold medals home from Paris. He told us last week he's also aiming to entertain fans.
It's a very it's very enjoyable. It's entertainment. And I love to bring entertainment because I want to create a show. I want people to enjoy what they watch, what they're seeing.
Across town in one of the final races in the pool, 24-year-old Bobby Fink set a new world record Sunday with his gold medal finish in the 1,500-meter freestyle. About 20 miles outside the French capital, American Scotty Scheffler made a stunning comeback to earn gold. Tears formed as he stood atop the podium.
It's emotional sitting there on the podium and hearing your national anthem. It really is. And it's been a long week. It's been a challenging week. And, I played some great golf today. And, I'm proud to be going home with a medal.
The men's tennis final was a match between 2 of the sport's greatest. Serbia's Novak Djokovic bested Spain's Carlos Alcaraz to earn his first Olympic gold medal, finally meeting his quest to complete the so-called Golden Slam.
This kind of supersedes everything that I imagined, that hoped that I could experience and that I could feel. When I take everything in consideration, this probably is the biggest sporting success I've ever had in my career.
And it's another busy day here today. Unfortunately, both Simone Biles and Suni Lee fell during their balance beam routines, taking them out of medal contention for that event. However, there are a number of track and field events, as well as surfing and 3x3 basketball, for a total of 9 sports with medaling events that we will be watching. Jamie Yuccas, CBS News, Paris.